What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Inside Star Citizen. I'm gonna start basically reacting and giving my thoughts on Inside Star Citizen every week. So I figured I'd start with obviously this week. So let's check it out. This is my first time seeing it, and that's how these videos are gonna be. I'm just gonna see it for the first time and kind of give my thoughts.
Zaffa 323 continues its journey toward.
What the heck?
Zaffa 323 continues
whatever.
its journey towards what's shaping up to be one of the biggest and most impactful patches of Star Citizen yet. We continue discussing the various aspects and features contained within. And this week, we're going back to Team Kian with a quick look at the updated lens and visor, loot screens, and new shopping interface.
All right, I'm curious about this though, because 323 needs to happen soon. What the heck? You just walked out of the store. Ooh.
What's the difference between the lens and the visor?
It's down to whether you're wearing the helmets or not.
The visor is essentially your HUD projected onto the helmet. So it's shown on the visor in front of your face. When you take the helmet off, you're wearing a contact lens in lore, and that shows your HUD as well.
Of course, in a video game, you're gonna need all that HUD information.
You get information about your active status, your weapons.
I like that
what
HUD.
you're holding.
I really like that HUD.
Notifications. Your missions. Your comms. Your chatting. Everything like that is part
that
of the
HUD
visor.
is
But we don't want to
definitely
do it
more
in
video
just,
gamey,
it's
and I like that.
There, right? You get the lens, it's right there. You have all the information projected on your eye immediately. And the second you put a helmet on, you will get the visor experience. It's making the UI diegetic.
The big upgrade in 323 isn't so much new information, but it's a new dynamic system for showing and hiding widgets based on your current situation.
So all the basic information that you would see, like you need to know your health status. So you have all of these widgets telling you, okay, you're dying from this thing, you have no oxygen. It's warning you of all the different hazards that you can meet out there.
We've got regions all over the lens, and we can specify which widgets we show in them. For example, down the bottom right, we've got the weapons.
I
We've
like
got
that.
the control hints, and we've got low priority notifications, which can take up a lot of real estate. If something else shows on screen
Did I see a
that would
mini-map?
overlap one of those, one of the lowest priority ones will dynamically turn off, and it'll all fit nicely onto screen again.
Radar unavailable. Yeah, there's a mini map there. That's cool.
Previously, all notifications were shown in the center of the screen, which could get a bit busy. We've now introduced the concept of low priority notifications, which anything that's not super important
hit
to you will
markers?
show in a box down in the bottom right of the screen instead of being loud and in your face.
The UI for the missions and objectives, again, that's all been updated.
The notification should animate over to the right-hand side of the screen where we've got our new objective UI. This presents essentially all the same information as the old objective UI, but in a much nicer package. We've also reworked the weapon UI, so you see a more detailed description of the weapon that you have, and this new visor and lens has been adapted to incorporate the new minimap.
I like the mini map.
Another aspect of our
I like
dynamic
that a lot.
widget system is that we can turn off specific widgets depending on what you're looking at. So if you've got your Mobi glass open, it can hide a lot of the widgets.
That
maybe
new
except for
Mobi
the
glass.
notifications.
Oh my
If you're looking at
god.
a kiosk, maybe we just want to show the control hints on the right-hand side, and everything else can be easily hidden.
So with the visor, we can now customize the content that you see depending on the helmet you're wearing.
And what this new dynamic region gives us beyond 323 will be allowing artists to style things based on different visors and different missions and different purposes.
The code for the different styles of manufacturers, etc.
Honestly, the
is
game
in
just
now.
looks better
You
in
can see the
general.
potential of having
Like
different
combat
visors
looks
for different
smoother. Like
helmets
FPS combat looks so
for
much
these different
smoother.
roles.
The next thing is to get the artists onto the job, really.
In 323, the only specialized visor is going to be the combat visor that comes with the dynamic crosshair. But you can expect us to continue iterating on these visors in future patches.
That's nice. I like that.
So the loot screen builds on a lot of work that we've done in the personal inventory over the past few years.
It's a new UI giving the player the possibility to just pick up stuff on the go.
The existing personal inventory can be a bit cumbersome.
It's fucking very cumbersome.
Pick up ammo in a firefighter and things like that. So the new loot screen aims to address those issues.
Now when the player goes over to a body or a box, it can quickly press F, and this will bring up the new loot screen. This menu is a simplified version of the player's loadout and the entity they're looting. You'll see the looted entity items on the top and the players on the bottom.
You can easily swap between both and equip things from what you're looting by just clicking or clicking and dragging.
This screen is a more simplified version of the inventory, is to make the experience for the player to be quicker.
That's going to be really nice.
We now have a separate section for armor, which wasn't a consideration for Squadron 42. You'll just click a button and it'll take you to a new page, and you can swap your armor with who you're looting and see everything that they had equipped.
That's really nice.
We also have some contextual actions in the loot screen. If you are looking for ammo for a specific weapon, you can hover over that weapon and it will show you any magazines or attachments that will fit that weapon.
Nice.
You can then quickly loot those or attach the weapon attachments using that menu.
So when the player hovers a specific item, this will appear a tooltip that will tell you the available actions, and that will include, for example, a single click to equip, a shift left click to store it.
We've also added a button to the loot screen to swap between that and the existing personal inventory view.
The inventory will stay, it's not going anywhere, and is more for your management. So what you're seeing here is still, the visuals are still for Squadron. We are planning to do a PU version, and that will come for this release.
Good, because that needs to happen. That's really nice.
Team's last big addition to 323 is an updated shopping experience. So today, when you're looking to buy an item, you look at that item and you see a flat piece of UI on the left-hand side of the screen. You then need to interact with this item, and if the price is high enough, it will take you to a confirmation screen in the Mobiglass that shows you more information where you can confirm if you want to proceed with the transaction. With the new Mobiglass being introduced, we took this as an opportunity to remove the old confirmation screen and update some of the UI around the shopping experience.
We really wanted to sell the idea of the AR lens actually putting things out in the world.
You will see the overlay around the item with basic information. You will see the price of the item and your balance.
We're no longer going to be directly interacting with the item to purchase it. We'll now have hotkeys that will be displayed on the card. You need to press these hotkeys for a certain amount of time in order to complete the transaction.
The process will happen in the background, and then you will get a notification if it was successful.
So you can see now in world, you have this interface with the information you need to see, okay, do I want to buy this thing? You just interact with it, buy the thing, and you're done.
The default key for buying will be B for buying. But if you don't like it, you can go to settings and then change the key binding, like any other bindings in our game.
The same will be true for renting if it is a vehicle or something that can be rented. We also have the concept of quick buy currently, which just allows you to grab the item immediately.
So the main reason that we made this change is because with the new visors, we have redesigned some of the apps that you have, like shown on the visor and shown on the Mobiglass.
We had the choice to either port the existing confirmation screen over directly as it is with all of its information, or update the experience to something more fitting with our game now.
Obviously, we still have the shopping terminals, so if you want to buy things in bulk, that's probably where you go. But when you're just picking that one thing up quickly, like that.
That's nice. I like that.
So for anyone playing Star Citizen, 323 is going to mean a new visor and HUD experience that's just going to look way better than before. It's going to feel more diegetic.
It's been about polishing and improving and iterating on what we've already got in the universe.
It's going to have the new looting system, which is going to make the flow so much quicker for you, as well as the new shopping system, looking nicer, being faster.
The game just looks overall better
to all the players, so they have a more enjoyable experience with the game. And I'm really proud of the work that everyone on this team has been doing.
Like graphically, it just looks better.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the updated visor system will unlock artists to explore different interface stylings and designers to create more function-driven apps for the different manufacturers and purposes of helmets. That the new Squadron 42 looting screens being adapted to the multitude of uses exclusive to the persistent universe. And how the new shopping interface aims to make finding and buying that item or vehicle in-game easier and more intuitive than ever before. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the process of game development with you. And we'll see you all here next week.
Okay. All right. So I got a couple thoughts. Overall, that looks great. 100%. I'm sure I've missed a couple of Inside Star Citizens the past couple weeks where it talked about some other things. But my biggest thing is when 323 comes out, there needs to be a wipe. Especially with how big of an update it is. You know, it's got master modes, it's got the new HUD and all that stuff. There needs to be a wipe. Not just because of that, but like, if we're starting with all this new stuff and we still have endgame money, all these ships that we bought in game and all that, it's gonna get boring pretty quickly in my opinion. So, but I'm 90% sure that this patch is coming with a wipe. But everything's looking good so far. I've been hearing, and this is part of the reason why I wanted to start reacting to Inside Star Citizens, because I'm hearing positive things, like really positive things. Like server meshings or testing is going pretty well from what I'm hearing. And the amount of, I guess, development and progression in that is going very well, because it's been dead since like IAE, and we haven't really heard much, in my opinion, at least since SitCon. So that's why I jumped back in, because I'm hearing good things and I want to keep playing the game. I don't want to keep you guys hanging high and dry. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. So I'm gonna do this every week, just kind of react and give my thoughts on it, and I hope you guys kind of enjoy that. But I'm gonna wrap things up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alrighty, have a good one.